Harry, thanks for joining us. Obviously a European final with Manchester United after quite a tricky season, probably saying the least. It must be privileged, I think, looking forward to a final like this.
No, definitely. It's yeah, for sure. It's been a tricky season, very disappointing season. But we've clung on to the Europa League in these past weeks, and I must say our form in the Europa League has been really good. We've had some amazing ties. We've made hard work of some, especially the Lyon game.
How mad was that, though, honestly?
Honestly, the emotion that you had in playing the game, to being 2-0 at half time against them and find yourself 4-2 down out of nothing, really. Because in the game, even up till 70 minutes, we felt so comfortable, and then bang bang, and you're 2-2, and the emotion, yeah. But it was just so nice that we managed to turn that one around, and the Bilbao was a little bit more comfortable. Probably the red card made a big play in that in the first leg, and then a positive performance in the home tie. But no, it's been a good run, and one more step to go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've been here as a player. I've been here kind of like covering the games as a broadcaster, and it's actually in the Europa League especially, you can feel actually the positive energy, I think, sometimes before the game, because it feels like the atmosphere is different because everybody just wants the team to do well, and I think you've seen the best of the team in the Europa League.
Yeah, definitely. I think, listen, that's our fault for being in a position in the Premier League which we're in, because 2 months ago we probably had nothing to play for in the Premier League, which is not acceptable to play for this club, and 2 months left of the season and you're sat in mid-table, nothing to play for. So it's our fault that we're in that position. We take responsibility on our shoulders for that. So no, to be able to be in the Europa League and give our fans something to come to the game and bring that energy and bring that atmosphere. I mean, the atmosphere in the Europa League games here has been something else. It's been incredible.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I came here. You know, I was at Bayern Munich for 10 years, was actually to be a part of this great club. You know, the history, you look at, you know, you see Sir Bobby, you see Sir Alex, and you think of the iconic players. This is what this club's about, isn't it? Kind of European finals and actually making that final step. I know it's been a tricky season, but actually there's a lot to celebrate, I think, if you can win a trophy. Yeah,
definitely. I think, yeah, like you said, we know he's not been good enough this season. We take responsibility for that as players. We've had 2 managers, and the results haven't been good enough, and that's got to be down to us. So, but like you say, to play in a European final for Manchester United is a huge occasion, and our fans deserve it. They've stuck with us. They've been absolutely incredible this season. I don't know how and why they're sticking with us as much as they are, because we've disappointed them so many times. But they've stuck with us, and they deserve something to celebrate about. And yeah, it's going to be a great day for them at Bilbao, but it'll only be a great day if we go and we lift that trophy. So it's going to be a good game, a tough game. We know that Spurs will be right up for it as well, and but it's one that we're looking forward to.
I mean, first of all, I want to say congratulations for you, really, because I know, there's been some difficult times. You know, I've had to be club captain, you know, when the team is, you know, hasn't been easy. But for you to kind of, I think you only really know players when it's hard, and then you kind of see who's up for it. You know, that's how it is. And for you to come through the way you have says a lot about you as an individual. So I just want to say congratulations, because I think that's the hardest thing when you're a player, and when it's tough.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to say, you know, I'm not up for it, but actually to fight through and come back the way you have, and then obviously a little solo dribble. You know, it's like it turns, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
In a good way, and I think these fans appreciate that.
Yeah, I think in football's such a strange game in that it can turn so quickly. You can be hero to villain or villain to hero so quickly. There's a game always every 3-4 days. And I knew I just had to buy my time and get through that sticky period. And
that must have been hard, though. I've been there. I know what it's like with England as well. That's hard. It takes a lot of inner, belief. Obviously, you need people around you, but it's not everybody comes through those moments.
Yeah, it was difficult at the time, I must say. I've always said it. I think it was more probably difficult for my family and my friends involved. They've followed me since I've been a young boy, and obviously my parents, and they get emotionally more attached to it probably, and they probably see and read a little bit more than what I do. So, no, I'm sure it was really difficult for them. But I always had great belief that I could turn it around, and I was still playing really well for my country at the time. Gareth shown great faith in me at the time, so that really helped. But yeah, I'm really pleased where I'm at mentally. I'm really pleased that I'm at this club. It's a huge privilege to play for this club. and I'll never ever take it for granted.
That's a really good point, because I actually think, obviously there is pressure, and that's normal playing with a big club like this, but actually I think you've earned the privilege to be here by your performances, and actually playing in the final is a privilege. I know there's pressure and you can easily, but actually seeing it as a positive, I think is a lot better than actually seeing it as pressure. Do you know what I mean? I think it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
You waited this moment your whole life, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
To go and play in a final. Go enjoy it and express yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I think people, obviously, you can worry about finals. I mean, when I was a young boy and you're probably going into a final, your mentality's a little bit different. You're probably thinking, I don't really want to be the one to make that mistake. Whereas now my mentality is, I want to go and perform. I want to be in that final. I want to go and play. I want to go and perform.
And that's a different mindset, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Thinking of the pressure, going, we're going to win. I'm going to play well. I'm going to celebrate with my family. I think it creates a different.
Definitely, I think a positive mentality, and I think that's why you do see a lot of experience winning these finals over and over again, because they have that mentality that they're going to go on that pitch and be the best player. And if every one of your players goes on the pitch on a final and has that mentality that they're going to go and be the best player, they're not going to go and be a 6 out of 10 and just get through the game and nothing gets said about them after. They're going to go and express themselves, and I think that's a big mentality that we need to have going into this final, because that's why we play for this club. This is Manchester United, and when you join this club, that's what you want to be. You want to be in these big finals and have this big privilege to play in these finals. And yeah, we know there's so much pressure, and we know there's going to be so much spoke about the game and before and after the game. But of course, I think you've got to go and enjoy them. This is why you play football, and Europa League final, it's one that we're looking forward to.
I mean, obviously playing against Tottenham is different, right? Because you know the opposition so well. We played against Chelsea in a way, but I actually think it helped in a way, because you knew everybody's, you knew everybody's role. You knew Frank Lampard, John Terry, Ashley Cole, Michael Ballack, or Drogba. You knew how we're going to play.
Yeah.
So in the end, it wasn't so much about the tactics. It was more about the individual players.
Yeah.
Can you win your battles? If you win 7 or 8 of those, you win the game. Yeah,
definitely. I think we know Spurs, and they're probably sat there saying the same. They know how we play. They've got the better of us this season in the previous games, but we're a different team now. We're definitely a different team. We play a lot different. We play on the front foot more, and yeah, like you said, I think if you go into the game and you say that I'm going to be better than your opponent, it gives you a great chance to win the game, and that's a good first step for anybody going into the game.
Well, I want to wish you all the best for the final.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Cheers.
And all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Done.